I'm saying hello today on September 22nd, 2013 from Buffalo, New York. And I'm in a very, very historic place right now, the Forest Lawn Cemetery. And I'm here with Sandy, who is actually connected with this organization here. Hi, Sandy. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Thank you so much. Nice to meet you, too. We're so happy you're here.
Great. Excellent. Tell me a little bit about your organization, about the cemetery, and the significance of this institution.
Well, this is a very special place in the heart of the city of Buffalo. Forest Lawn was established in 1849 and was part of what was called the rural cemetery movement. It was a movement that started actually in Paris, France, where cemeteries were created outside the city limits and were a place of beauty. Landscape was important, plus the monuments and the artistry was an important part of it. This was Buffalo's park for a long, long time because it was so landscaped and it was in a part of outside of the city. So folks that were tired of the grime, I should say, and the dust and the dirt, they could come out here in a very quiet, beautiful place where nature was a part of it and have a quiet, relaxing afternoon. Mm-hmm. This became so popular that in the 1860s you had to have a ticket to come in here just to picnic.
Wow, people picnicked in here.
Oh, this was it. This was a place for them. They picnicked.
Really?
Then they had to own property to get the ticket to come in here because it was so popular.
Wow.
And that's when the city of Buffalo decided they needed a park system and brought Frederick Law Olmsted here to create our park system, which ironically begins right across the street.
Exactly. But no more picnicking today?
Well, people do come in.
Oh, so that's allowed.
Sure.
That's okay?
Oh, yeah, sure, that's fine. People come. Many people come and have their lunch here. We have a major college across the street. Students come in, walk around.
It's a gorgeous place.
It is.
I saw there's a pond in here and a river.
We have 3 lakes. We have a creek that goes through. We have the only natural cascade waterfall within the city limits.
Really?
You'll see that later on in the tour today. We are Western New York's largest arboretum.
Yeah.
So now the next couple of weeks, this is going to be a blast of color.
Oh, I would think
a lot of people go out into the countryside, down to the Allegheny Mountains or whatever to see the foliage. You can come here and it's just as brilliant because the landscape is. We've got these undulating hills and we have almost 4,000 trees here and about 100 varieties of trees. So it's spectacular. Plus a lot of wildlife too.
Oh, wow. And a gorgeous chapel. Let me show this building a little bit. It's just absolutely astounding. What is the name of this chapel?
Well, we just call it the chapel.
Just the chapel.
There's no actual name to it. We just went through a major restoration through the generosity of Mr. and Mrs. Peter Flickinger. This whole thing has been completely restored with new paint, new electrical systems, new heating system is going in. We're getting air conditioning in here, so we can use it. We use it year-round. This is not only used for memorial services. We do weddings in here.
I was going to ask you. I thought it's perfect as a wedding chapel.
It is.
Yeah.
It's just quaint and beautiful, and as you can hear, the acoustics are perfect.
Exactly.
And then every Sunday during the winter, we have programs. And it starts in January, and we do genealogy classes in here.
In the chapel? That's interesting.
It's wonderful. I'll give you a brochure so you can list everything we'll be doing. Irving Berlin, the songwriter, his first wife is buried here, so we're doing a musical review of all his music one Sunday. A couple of the African-American singers from the Inks Box, Rich James, they're buried here at Forest Lawn, so we're doing a musical review of their music.
In Rick James in a chapel.
Yeah, can you imagine? I know it. Isn't that something? Somebody might be rolling in the grave.
Exactly, that's right.
Along the way. But it is the perfect venue.
It is.
And everybody loves coming here. The room here that's closed off right now has a beautiful fireplace. So in the wintertime they enter and they're warmed by their beautiful fireplace. And
I heard you have a great event for Christmas in the chapel.
It's wonderful. It is called It Was a Wonderful Life. It's a little play on the movie. And 10 of our permanent residents come alive and talk about their life. and it all has to do with life at Christmas time.
Yeah.
Sir Frederick Cook, the Arctic explorer who discovered the North Pole, well, he's right actually down in the columbarium here.
Prominent people.
Yes, and so of course he has to talk about the North Pole.
Yes.
And his, of course, chance meeting with Santa. And then, like I said, Irving Berlin's first wife is here, and he wrote White Christmas.
Yes.
So our show ends with her, Dorothy, singing White Christmas.
Oh, amazing.
So it is.
That
you
would be
laugh,
a great
you
event.
cry.
Yeah.
Everybody loves it.
Exactly. Now, tell me the name of your organization again, the organization that does the tours.
Well, this is Forest Lawn, and we have a non-for-profit arm affiliated with the cemetery, and it's called the Forest Lawn Heritage Foundation. So they take care of all the development and philanthropic things here at Forest Lawn. So, as a matter of fact, our trolley is just going by right now.
Okay.
You'll probably get a clip of that later on.
Yes,
but we do trolley tours.
Great.
And that was a gift from another foundation to our foundation to do tours to primarily bring school kids in, because transportation is very difficult to get the kids here. And there are so many different learning opportunities here, not only with just the history, but kids can come here and do science projects, they can do art projects.
Biology with all the trees.
Yes, exactly. I have a photography class coming in a couple weeks. So it really works out very, very well. And the kids have a different type of learning experience.
Exactly.
One teacher even incorporated physical education in it because of the walking. And the kids wore pedometers and
there you go.
figured out how many calories they burned on their tour today. So.
You know what's great to me is that a cemetery doesn't have to be a place of dread or mourning all the time. It can be integrated into life and become something very positive and inspiring.
Exactly, and that's part of our philosophy here. It is a place, we want people to come here as a place to celebrate life.
Exactly.
You know, we've all known and experienced and realized that life is too short. And what the other thing is, and this is my soapbox lately, the importance of writing your stories down.
Yes.
In this day of not only cameras that store things in a little box or on a computer. People don't have the old photographs anymore, or they don't have those handwritten stories that tell what's going on. And I'm saying that people really need to leave their own legacy to their families and write. And I always say you might as well write down what you want them to know about you rather than their perception.
Exactly. You're absolutely right.
It is.
Well, let's give our audience now a web address where they can go to get more information about the cemetery and your organization.
Oh, that'd be great. Our web is www.forest-lawn.com. Make sure you put that dash in there.
Okay, perfect.
And right there on the home page, there's information about our tours and events, and then anything else you really want to know about Forest Lawn.
Okay.
Because, like I said, it's not just a place where people come in and bring their loved ones here for eternal rest. It is a place to work out and then have a rest while you're alive. Exactly. You got it.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sandy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for doing this.
No problem.